things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on another team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Cardinals will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Cal Bears offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Makes the catch. It's Bell. Still running at the crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Moss. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The Cardinals are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Stewart. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cardinals! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option, the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Moss. Got it in the middle, it's Lacey. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll run play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Snagged in the middle. It's Lacey. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver. Put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stewart. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And how many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Finds the tight end, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. Trying play action. Got it behind the line. It's Morris. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Never a doubt. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Going to the running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Got his man quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Lacey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Brown has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The Golden Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Oh, the sweet feet. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. They'll run the screen. Fighting off the defender. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Off play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick release on the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
And the Golden Bears are on the move. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers and those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
And the Golden Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Cardinals backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Powers through the defender. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up of 3 out to the 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to Brown. He's in open space downfield. Racing to the right. The 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Louisville! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on 1 carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Right on the money. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber in the Giants, Frank Gore in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know.
Picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, running back on the move. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for a man, it's Moss. Gets it out fast. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Find some fresh air. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Now the play fake. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
The Golden Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The give to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Second down coming up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Gets it to the back. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Cardinals are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Moss. Going for 6. Touchdown Cardinals! And the route is on.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll try the run. Across the 35. At the 20, he's got space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Snap from the gun on third down. He's got an open man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. With the catch, it's James. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the 1st.
And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Louisville!
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Snagged in the middle. It's Morris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, they're after him. Finds his back in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The give to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Cardinals are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. To throw, it's Moss. Pulls it in, it's Lacey. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They boot it away on fourth down. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Golden Bears can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
He's got it on the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the shuffle. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the outside. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field, and they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
On the run, it's Watson. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand. So
there he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle. And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Got a man, it's Lacey. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
To the ground with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And the Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the 45. And the returner will be brought down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And this senior really has command of the entire attack right now. And the QB has more than had his way just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Moss. Got his man. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Give to the running back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Morris. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And the veteran presence is obvious for this senior behind center. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
Pulls it in. It's Bell. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Cardinals line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Kick is in the air. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The play action fake. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. And when you've been around a while, as this guy has behind center, turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
From their own 10, it's 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Moss. Caught over the middle, it's Watson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.